Hey Bears, I'm Mariah Erazo, and this is your CTV Bear Breakdown. The Lady Bears basketball team suffered their first loss of the season Thursday night. They fell to North Kansas City for their fourth straight year, but it doesn't diminish their strong start to the season. Last week, they swept the Savannah tournament on their way to the championship. They won their 3 games by an average of 10 points. Tiara Lopez and Jackie David made the all-tournament team. Coach Scott Schaefer and players say the games shed some light on what it will take to be successful this season.
I think that you get an idea of what certain people are capable of, how they perform under pressure in game situations. Big game situations like the championship game, and so mostly we learned, kind of the personality of the group and individuals and how they've grown over the last year.
Definitely, we have to play as a team. Selfishness isn't going to help us.
I hope the kids gain confidence from it. That's what that's the ultimate goal. I know that our December schedule is very difficult. So maybe that feel good that we came out of the weekend with will carry over into the difficult games that we have ahead.
Next week brings one of the biggest matchups of the season. After going to Blue Springs on Monday, they will prepare for the annual Three Trails Trophy game against Truman on Thursday. The boys will look to continue their strong start to the season when they host North Kansas City Friday night. The Bears beat Belton Tuesday to improve their record to 4-1. It was their first game since dropping the championship of the Fog Allen Invitational here at Chrisman on Saturday. After winning the first 2 games of the tournament by a combined 58 points, the boys came up 1 point shy in the final game against Lee Summit North.
You know what? We had a great weekend. Obviously, when you get to a championship game, you want to win it. But we were playing one of the best teams in the Metro, and I thought we played a pretty good game. But yeah, it's always tough when you come that close to winning a championship and don't get the job done. I think we learned we can play with anybody on our schedule. Lee Summit North was currently ranked number 6, I think, in the Metro for all schools on both Missouri and Kansas side. And so to be in a game where we could have easily have come out, on top against them, these guys are going to battle no matter what the circumstance. We found ourselves down 11 in the second half and still came back to tie the game up and have the ball with a chance to win. So we know that, after this weekend, which we already knew, but we found out these guys can play with anybody.
The boys' opponents next week mirrored the girls. First, Blue Springs on Tuesday, then bragging rights in the Three Trails Trophy on the line at Truman on Friday. Several top 5 finishes already for members of the Chrisman girls swim team. They competed twice already in the young season. This week, they swam at Winnetonka. They finished 4th as a team out of 8 schools. Megan Brooke, Kirsten Plater, and Caitlin Brandstetter all earned 2 top 5 finishes apiece. Brooke actually won the 100-yard freestyle. 2 relays also finished 3rd and 4th respectively. Some Bear wrestlers picking up right where they left off last year. State qualifiers David Toese, Cash Akabak, and Mason Walters all picked up multiple wins through their first pair of meets. Jose Maravilla and Rico Alanes also started strong, as well as others. No plaques or banners this year for Chrisman cheer. The team competed last weekend at state. They finished 6th out of 9 schools in their division. A Chrisman organization is taking steps to help end human trafficking. Fellowship of Christian Athletes is collecting shoes. Those shoes will go to the Central Missouri Stop Human Trafficking Coalition. The shoe drive is taking place at all 3 ISD high schools as well as in Columbia. The goal is to collect 2,500 pairs. That would lead to $1,000 donated towards effort to stop human trafficking. It's not a cause we often talk about in high school.
It's something a little bit different. Not that the other activities that we typically do to raise funds or to raise awareness for issues aren't good things, but we want to do something that was a little bit different, and we figured this would be a good way to go about doing it.
You can donate shoes of any size through next Friday. They do need to be new or gently used. See Mr. Corder with questions. DECA and Student Council recently wrapped up a drive to collect gifts or donations for FosterAdopt Connect. The group specifically wanted gifts for teenagers in foster care. They accepted items as well as monetary donations. DECA members will take the money and buy gifts with it. FosterAdopt Connect is a local organization that provides resource and assistance for foster families and children. Just 2 weeks left in the semester. If you need to make up absences, you might consider Saturday school. More than 8 absences in a class means you won't receive credit. At Saturday school, you make up time missed minute for minute. One takes place this weekend at Central Office from 8 to noon. Talk to any teacher or check the announcements on PowerSchool to find out how to sign up. That's it for this week's Bear Breakdown. I'm Mariah Erazo, and we'll see you next time, Bears.